For decades, nations have built air defenses to counter threats they can see. Fighter jets enter enemy territory. Radar detects targets. Missiles are launched. Sirens sound. And war begins. But now, the deadliest threat may come silently, without warning, without ever being seen on radar. High above the night sky, an F-35B Lightning II moves silently through the darkness, not carrying conventional bombs, but long-range cruise missiles, capable of destroying targets hundreds of kilometers away before the enemy realizes the attack has even begun. And in the Middle East, military planners understand one terrible thing. Modern warfare has changed forever. The old war is over. Most air defense systems work the same way. Detect enemy aircraft, track their movements, then destroy them before they reach their target. That's the basis of modern air warfare. But those systems have one major flaw. They're designed for visible threats, and stealth technology shatters that entire concept. Because how do you stop something you can barely see? The F-35B isn't designed like older fighter jets. It's designed to get into the battlefield without actually being there. And when that stealth capability is combined with long-range cruise missiles, the battlefield turns into a nightmare. Traditional JDM bombs are incredibly deadly, high precision, GPS-guided, capable of destroying targets with incredible accuracy. But there's one big problem. The plane has to get close to the target, and the closer a jet gets to enemy territory, the greater the chance of being shot down. Modern air defense systems are far more dangerous than in the past. Long-range radar, multi-target tracking, high-speed surface-to-air missiles. Getting close to a target now means entering a death zone, and this is where cruise missiles change everything. Unlike conventional bombs, cruise missiles don't fall directly on their targets. They hunt, fly low, following the contours of the terrain, evading radar, navigating automatically, and moving silently toward their targets. The AGM-158 JASSM is one of the most dangerous examples. This missile can strike targets hundreds of kilometers away, underground bunkers, command centers, air defense systems, even the most secret military facilities. And most frighteningly, the launch aircraft may never even enter enemy airspace. This means an attack could come without warning. But the F-35B's greatest strength isn't just stealth. It's information. This aircraft is a flying data center. Active radar, infrared sensors, satellites, electronic warfare. All this information is collected and integrated in real time. The pilot doesn't just see the sky. He sees the entire digital battlefield. And that creates a truly deadly advantage, because in modern warfare, whoever sees first usually wins first. The F-35B is designed to understand the situation before the enemy even realizes they are being observed. Across the Middle East, tensions continue to rise. Underground facilities are being built ever deeper. Missile programs are expanding. Air defense systems are being strengthened. Every country is preparing for the next war. But there's a big problem. Most of these defenses are built on old war patterns. They expect planes to come indirectly. They expect radars to have time to react. But the F-35B with cruise missiles breaks that whole pattern, because a threat can appear, attack, and disappear before anyone really understands what's happening. And such uncertainty creates enormous psychological stress. Modern warfare is no longer just about destroying targets. It's about creating fear, uncertainty, pressure, because when the enemy doesn't know when an attack is coming, they're constantly on guard. Radar is active 24/7. Pilots are always ready for combat. Missile systems are constantly firing. And slowly, resources begin to deplete. That's the power of psychological warfare. An invisible threat is often more frightening than a visible one. Military analysts now believe The war of the future will no longer be about who has the most tanks or the fastest jets, but who sees first, who detects first, and who strikes first. The F-35B and cruise missiles represent a new philosophy of warfare: stealth, information, precision, and long-range strikes, a combination that makes the front lines of war increasingly blurred, because the enemy may already be attacked before they realize the war has even begun. As night falls over the conflict zone, the radar remains on. The missiles remain ready to launch. The pilots remain waiting in the cockpit. Far above, something may already be moving, unseen, soundless, bringing destruction from hundreds of kilometers away. Perhaps in the future of warfare, the deadliest weapon isn't the loudest, but the one that comes unseen. And when the enemy finally realizes, it may be too late.